Alright, Brush Monkeys, we are back, and as most of you know that you've watched my videos before, you know I like doing box sets and series of things that are all kind of a theme together. And I thought with Halloween coming up, this little box set would be just perfect. It's the Frostgrave Wizards 2 box set, and this one actually makes female wizards, or witches, and it makes 8 of them. It's got 8 multi-part hard plastic 28mm figures. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do an unboxing and review of this and take a look at the sprues and figure out what kind of witches I'm going to make. And then I'm going to make all 8 of them, and over the next 2 months we'll do individual painting videos for each one of them, because I planned on doing each of them in different colors. And I think that's going to look really cool, and we'll wrap it up right in time for Halloween. So let me go ahead and cut this open here. Okay, there we go. You can see I already took it off the plastic so it'd be less shiny, but it's still kind of reflective box. Alright, right off the bat, was it Frostgrave? Osprey Games, North Star Military Figures, Osprey Games. Doesn't mess around with their packaging. They got bubble wrap all around the sprues. This is the only time I've ever seen this. Usually people just leave the sprues in there. So there you go. That's pretty cool. Just got them all whole thing of bubble wrap. Awesome. Alright, so the sprues look really good. A lot of options here. Holy shit, look at all these. And they got like bags and scrolls and pouches, little familiars, cats, rats. Bunch of head options. I mean, look at all these. It only makes 8 figures and you get all these heads. All these different heads. What is that? Is that a... Oh, it's a little ponytail. I was like, is that a bird? What the hell? Little Medusa looking evil head. Wicked Witch of the West head. All those different heads. All those different arms. Wow. This is really a lot of... I mean, this is 4 of the bodies here, and then the other 4 are on this one. And it looks like it's 2 of the same sprue. Yeah. It's 2 of the same sprue, but just an ungodly amount of options and hands and things you can put in their hands. You got them throwing up the horns here. You got one with a little sock puppet on it. There's a little... I don't know if you can see this. Get this in here. He's got a puppet on one hand. You got a couple hands that look like they're pushing sprues. Now, I had done, a couple of months back, I did a Beholder video, and I told you I was holding on to the extra sprues for the Beholder for something special. This is that something special. I'm going to build these, a couple of these ladies with these hands that look like they're pushing something or throwing something, and it's going to be casting a spell, and I'm going to use the spell effects from the Beholder on these. So I think that's really going to look cool. But look, I got bottles, I got staves, swords, scrolls. Big old scimitar on that one. Jesus. Freaking awesome. Book. You can cast a spell with a book on there. That's going to be fun to do some freehand on the scroll and on the book with those micron pens. Got some extra little pouches and stuff here. A lot of options. Wow, I'm just kind of blown away by the number of options on this. I mean, this is easily the equal of anything from Games Workshop. It kind of almost as many options. I mean, there's more options I think on here than those of you that remember when I did the 10-part or the 10-piece plastic cowboys from Great Escape Games a while back, and they had all these different options for guns and hands and little accessories on the bases and everything. These are kind of on a par with that, and these are just a lot of accessories. Oh my God, there's so many decisions to be made. And the bases they're kind of textured on one side like the GW bases, but smooth on the other side. So that's not bad. That's a nice little smooth base. I mean, I'm going to use a texture paste on them anyway, but I think that's pretty good grippy base. I really like those. Alright, so Yeah, so it's the same kind of hard styrene plastic that the plastic cowboys were made out of from Great Escape Games, and that Games Workshop does. I think a lot of places that that are going to plastic minis are starting to use this hard gray styrene. This seems to kind of be the industry standard now, and it's a fantastic product because it takes a lot of detail, as you can see on these guys. You could sculpt a lot of beautiful detail on them, and they just look amazing. I think this is going to be a lot of fun putting these gals together. I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Let's take a look at the box art for a second. You know, the box art's got a few options. You can do like Middle Eastern style. That's why it's got the scimitar ones. Do like an old hag. She's got like a kung fu hand up. But yeah, 8 wizards with all these options, and there's going to be a ton of, going to be just an ungodly ton of bits left over that could be used to customize other figures. And all this was at my local game store was only about 23 bucks. So that is not bad at all. That is just a ridiculous number. So yeah, eight witches. It's going to be a good sized coven. I'm going to go ahead and go put these gals together and prime them, and then we'll take a look at what we've got and add the magic effects to them, and then we'll see what I came up with, and then I'll start going into the individual painting videos for them starting next week. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, Brush Monkeys, we're back, and as you can see, I've got the witches all, the Frostgrave witches all built and zenithal primed. In case you're wondering what all this is, I took spell effects from the Beholder kit that I did a little while back and used that to add magic to them. And I've got them taped up because when I was zenithal priming them, the spell effects are all clear plastic, and I didn't want those spell effects to get messed up with the primer. I wanted them to stay transparent so that, I'm trying real hard to take this off without breaking it. I wanted the spell effects to stay transparent so I can paint them with transparent inks and washes. And again, I'm trying real hard not to, they're super glued on, but it's the tiniest of connections because it's just our hands. Sorry, trying to keep this on camera while I'm doing this. There you go. So now you can see I've got the spell effects on them. Now this is like a little flame gout, so I'm going to do this with yellow ink and then orange ink and then red ink down near the bottom. And they're all kind of like that. They've got they've got lightning effects. This old lady here has what could best be described as muzzle blast. So I actually did a little bit of a conversion on her. For those of you that know the Discworld series by Terry Pratchett, you're probably familiar with a character called Granny Weatherwax, who is every bit a witch and fairly powerful one at that. But she doesn't think she is, so she thinks that what she does is just knowing more than men. So I figured she's not going to resort to magic in a combat situation. She's going to grab a shotgun. So I got into the, some of you may remember I did the plastic gunfighters a while back. And I gave her a little double-barreled shotgun and then gave her the muzzle flash effect on there. So out of all these witches, Granny's got a shotgun. So I'm going to paint that up with yellow, orange, and red as well. I think that's going to be neat. But some of them have lightning spells, some of them have like little blast spells. They're all going to be done with transparent ink, and it's going to look really cool. So, but for right now, this was just an unboxing and review of these miniatures, so I wanted to go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and next week we'll get started painting on them. And for the next 8 weeks, we'll have a different painting video for each one of them. All right? Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom here. If you like what you see, click like down below, and if you want to be notified when new videos get posted, click subscribe. And in the meantime, if you want to support us in any way, check me out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We're on all those platforms. If you see a miniature on the site that you want to make one of your own, hit me up on Instagram. I can quote you a price for that. And if you want any Flying Monkey Studios merchandise, like t-shirts, things like that, hit me up on storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios and get all your merch there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.